Hello beautiful souls and welcome to today's class. So today we're going to be focusing on rooting down to rise up. So really thinking about grounding down and how this grounding down can help us to expand, to grow and to move with more ease. You don't need anything, but if you do want to, then you can have some blocks. So when you're ready, we'll start in a seated position. You can place your hands wherever feels comfortable, so in your lap, on your knees. If you want to receive, then they can be face up. If you want to ground, then they can be face down. And when you feel ready to, just slowly closing your eyes or lowering your gaze. And just bringing yourself into this moment. Just bringing your awareness to your breath and just noticing your breath as you inhale and exhale. Just noticing the feeling of your breath with every inhale and the sensation of your breath with every exhale. And just following the feeling of your breath as it moves through your nose, your sinuses, down your throat, into your chest, and down into your belly. And just keeping your awareness at your belly for a few moments. And then bringing your hands to your belly and following me for some breathing. So as you inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, then releasing your hands and returning back to your natural breath, the natural rhythm of your breath. And then bringing your chin down towards your chest and slowly opening your eyes to let the light in. And as you inhale, raise your hands up to the sky. As you exhale, draw your elbows down and draw your shoulder blades together. Inhale, rise, take up space. And exhale, ground down, drawing your elbows down. Inhale, rise, look up. And exhale, draw your elbows down. And then placing your right hand on your left knee, your left hand behind. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to twist. Really twisting from your torso. And as you inhale, drawing your hands back up to the sky. Exhale, bring your elbows down, ground down, and placing your left hand on your right knee, your right hand behind. Inhale to lengthen, grow nice and tall, and exhale to twist. Moving from your torso. As you inhale, bringing your hands up to the sky. And as you exhale, placing your left hand on the mat and sweeping your right arm up. So you're grounding down into that left hand and rising up through that right hand. Really opening up your chest. Gaze up. Breathing deeply, feeling that nice wide stretch. Inhale to come up, and as you exhale, place your right hand on the mat and sweep your left arm across. Again, grounding through that right hand and rising through your left, opening up your chest, gaze up. Feeling that nice side body stretch, breathing here. And rooting that left hand down and coming all the way round and forwards, placing your hands on the mat. So we're grounding down here, rolling your upper back. Keeping your sit bones on the ground, breathing deeply here, relaxing those shoulders. On your inhale, rolling forwards into your tabletop. So placing your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. As you inhale, lower your belly, lift up your chest and your chin, finding your cow. And as you exhale, move from your tailbone, then around your upper back, bringing your chin in towards your chest, finding your cat. Inhale, lower your belly, lift up your chest and your chin, finding your cow. Exhale, round your tailbone, then round your upper back, bringing your chin in towards your chest, finding your cat. One more time, inhale, finding your cow, really lifting up that chest. And exhale, finding your cat, rolling your shoulder blades. Coming back into center, and as you inhale, raise your right arm up to the sky. And as you exhale, thread it under your left arm, coming in to thread the needle, either staying like this or binding. So bringing that left hand behind your back and grabbing hold of your right thigh. Really opening up that chest and breathing deeply here. And then as you exhale, release that left hand. If you've got it bind, press through the left hand. Inhale to raise your right arm up to the sky. And as you exhale, place your right hand on the mat. Inhale, raise your left hand up to the sky. And as you exhale, thread it under your right arm, coming to thread the needle on the other side. Either staying here or binding that right arm around your back, grabbing a hold of your left leg. Really opening up that chest so you're grounding down through that left hand and rising up through your right side of your chest. Then exhale if you're binding, releasing that bind, press up through that right hand. Inhale to raise your left hand up to the sky. And as you exhale, place it back on the mat. Inhale to straighten your right leg and lift it up. Inhale here, and as you exhale, step it between your hands. We're coming into low lunge, so inhale, raise your hands up to the sky. And as you exhale, sink your elbows down, really root down. Inhale, rise, gaze up. And exhale, sink down, lower your elbows. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, sink your elbows down. Then bringing your hands on the mat, straighten your right foot, coming into a half split. Bringing your chin towards your shin. Breathing here. And then rolling through that right leg, keeping your left hand on the mat as you inhale, raise your right arm up to the sky. So again, rising through that right hand and grounding through that left hand, coming into your twist. And exhale, placing it back on the mat, stepping that right foot backwards. And as you inhale, extend your left foot and lift it up. Inhale here, and as you exhale, step it between your hands. On your inhale, rise your hands up to the sky, rise up tall. Exhale, draw your shoulder blades down, really ground down. Inhale, rise up, take up space. Exhale, ground down. Pull your shoulder blades together. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, ground down. Then placing your hands on the mat, straighten your left foot, bringing your chin towards your shin. Breathing here. And then inhaling to roll forwards. Keep your right hand on the mat and extend your left hand up to the sky. So rising up through that left hand and grounding down through that right hand. Breathing deeply here. And then releasing that left hand, stepping your left foot backwards, bringing your fingertips forwards and lowering your chest down to the ground, coming into your puppy pose. So we're grounding down through our chest here, rising up through our hips. So we're opening up our chest, opening up those shoulder blades. You're then sinking back down to child's pose. Feeling your belly rise and fall on your thighs as you pause here. And then inhaling to come forwards into your tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, and as you exhale, find your down dog. In your down dog, pedal out your knees. Move your hips side to side. Really warming up the body, elongating your spine, shaking your head. No, nodding it yes. Releasing any tension. And then coming into stillness, baby steps all the way up to the top of your mat. Coming into your forward fold, so bringing your forehead down, maybe grabbing a hold of your elbows and swaying side to side. Moving from your tailbone. Again, releasing any tension in your neck. Good, and then releasing your arms, bending your knees generously and rolling up slowly all the way up to the top of your mat, giving your shoulders a nice roll as you get there and closing down your eyes. And just taking a moment, feeling the ground beneath your feet, feeling yourself root down, but also feeling yourself rise up. Then opening your eyes as you inhale, bringing your arms up over your head, gaze up, palms together. And as you exhale, bend from your hips, bring your hands down to the mat into your forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift, so your hands can be on the mat, on your shins or on your thighs, your back nice and flat. And as you exhale, fold forward, step your right foot backwards, followed by your left into your plank. Push up through your shoulder blades, and we're going to hold here for 5. Well done. Engage that core for 4. Push your heels back. 3, 2, 1. Then slowly lower down to your belly, coming all the way down. As you inhale, finding your cobra. So roll your shoulders backwards, lift up your chest, finding your cobra, engage those glutes. And as you exhale, find your way to your down dog. So you can bring your bum towards your heels, tuck your toes, then lift your hips up to the sky, finding your down dog. In your down dog, inhale, raise your right leg up to the sky. Keep those hips nice and square. And we're going to hold here, straighten that leg. For 3. For 2, push through those hands. 1, then exhale, bring your knee towards your nose, step your foot in between your hands. Turn your left foot 45 degrees. On your inhale, coming up to your warrior 1, your Virabhadrasana 1. So sinking down into that front knee. Breathing here, can you gaze up to your hands? As you exhale, extend your arms out wide. We're finding your warrior 2, your Virabhadrasana 2. So bending into that front knee. Gazing over that front finger, tucking in your pelvis, breathing here. On your inhale, rise up, stretch up, reach all the way to the sky. And as you exhale, root down into the ground, become stable. Inhale, rise up, take up space. Exhale, ground down, root down. Inhale, rise up, extend. And exhale, sink down into the ground. On your inhale, flip your palm, reach all the way forwards. And as you exhale, reverse that warrior. So your left hand can stay on your thigh. You can wrap it around your back, coming into a bind. Bending into that front knee a bit deeper. Breathing here. And as you inhale, extending out your arms, extends that right leg. Bring your hips towards the back of the room. Coming into Trikonasana triangle, so float your right hand down to the mat, extend that left arm up to the sky. So we're rooting down into that right hand and extending up through that left arm. If you have blocks, you could grab your blocks here, placing your hand on your blocks just to create that bit more space, so you're not sinking down into that right shoulder. Breathing deeply here. And then micro bend in that knee. As you inhale, you're going to come up. And I exhale, reversing that triangle. So placing your left hand on your left leg. Opening up that chest. So grounding down through your left. And then rising up through your right side of your body. Breathing here. And as you exhale, extending your arms. You're going to turn your foot, move that block out of the way, turn your foot in and then turn your heels in. So you're coming into a nice star position. So you're going to inhale here, and as you exhale, sink down into your goddess. Inhale, rise up, take up your space, and exhale, sink down into your goddess, tucking that pelvis. Inhale, rise up, take up space, and exhale, sink down into your goddess. And we're going to hold here for 3. Feel like burning your thighs. For 2, tuck your pelvis in. For 1, lovely. Inhale, extend, rise. Turn your feet parallel. And as you exhale, you're going to bring your hands down to the mat. Or you could bring them to your blocks if you have your blocks here. And then inhale to rise. Look up, chest up. And exhale to fold forwards into your wide leg forward fold. Breathing here. Keeping your micro bend in those knees. And then walking your hands to the back of your mat, framing that left foot, then stepping that left foot back into your plank. Push up through those shoulder blades. Push back through those heels. Engage your core. For 5. Well done. 4, 3. Keep breathing. 2, 1. And slowly lower down to the ground. Either hovering above the ground this time, untucking your toes, and as you inhale, coming up to your upward dog. So stretching those hip flexors, opening up your chest, having a mini back bend. And as you exhale, finding your way back to your down dog. On your next inhale, raise your left leg up to the sky. Keep your left foot nice and pointed, keep your hips square. We're going to hold here for 3. For 2, push through those hands. For 1, and bend at your knee. Bring your knee towards your nose and step your foot in between your hands. Turn your right foot 45 degrees. And as you inhale, finding your Virabhadrasana 1, your Warrior 1. So bend into that front knee. Gaze up. Breathe here. So we're grounding down through our feet and rising up through our hands. And as you exhale, finding your Warrior 2, your Virabhadrasana 2. Bending into that front knee, gazing over your fingers, relax those shoulders. Inhale to rise up, take up space, look up. And exhale to sink down, root down into the ground. Inhale to rise up, gaze up. And exhale, sink down into the ground. Lovely. One more time. Inhale, rise up, gaze up. And exhale, sink down into the ground. Inhale, flip your palm, reach all the way forwards. And as you exhale, reverse that warrior. So your right hand could be on your right leg, or you can bind it around your back. So really opening up that chest, rising up through that left side of your body whilst you're grounding down through your left side. Extending your arms, lifting back up through that left leg, moving your hips to the back of the room and bringing your hands down to the mat, coming into triangle again, Trikonasana. So again, you could grab your block here, place your block on the inside of your left foot, extend your right arm up to the sky, gaze up. So rising up through that right hand, grounding down through that left hand. Keeping a micro bend in that left knee. As you inhale, come up, and as you exhale, you're going to reverse that triangle. So bringing your right hand to the back of your right leg, your left arm up to the sky. And then extending your arms, moving your block out the way if you've got your block there. Bringing your left foot for 90 degrees. Bringing your heels in, extending your hands up to the sky. And as you exhale, sink down into your goddess. Inhale, rise up, look up. And exhale, sink down into the ground. Inhale, rise up, gaze up. And exhale, sink down into the ground. And we're going to hold here, tuck in your pelvis. Keep your arms nice and cactused. And hold for 3, for 2. For 1, inhale, rise up, take up your space, turn your feet 90 degrees this time, bring your hands behind your back, clasp your hands, inhale, lift up your chest, and exhale, fold forwards, coming into your wide leg, forward fold, keeping a micro bend in those knees, breathing here. And then releasing your hands to the mat, walk your hands to frame your right foot. Step your right foot backwards, finding plank again. So push up through your shoulders, push your heels back, engage that core for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Then slowly lower down, hovering just above the floor, tucking those toes, finding your upward facing dog. And as you exhale, find your down dog. Your next inhale, raise your right leg up to the sky. Bend your right knee and open up your right hip. Hold here for 3, for 2, for 1. Bringing that knee in towards your nose. Then bring your knee towards your right wrist. Your ankle towards your left wrist. Shuffle that left foot backwards. We're finding pigeon. So rise up here. And then as you exhale, sink down into the ground. So really grounding down. Inhale to try and lengthen your spine. And exhale, can you sink deep into that right hip? So you're feeling that right glute turn on. Feeling that nice stretch. And breathing with the uncomfortable feeling. A few more breaths here. And then inhale, bring your chest back up. Look up. Untuck your left toes, straighten that left leg and step that right foot backwards as you exhale. Push your hips back to your down dog. On your next inhale, raise your left leg up to the sky. Bend your left knee. Open up that left hip. Hold here for 3. Really push through those hands. For 2. For 1. Then you're going to bring that knee in towards your nose. Then bring your knee toward your left wrist and your ankle towards your right wrist, finding pigeon on the other side. So inhale to lift up and lengthen, and exhale, sink down into the ground. So sinking down into that left hip this time, really grounding down, feeling that stretch in that left glute. Pausing here. Again, sitting with the uncomfortable feeling of that stretch. Breathing deeply. Few more deep breaths here. With every exhale, are you able to sink deeper into that hip? As you inhale, coming back up, straightening that right foot, tucking those toes, lifting yourself back up, finding your down dog on your exhale. And lowering your knees, bringing your hands forward, sinking your hips back, finding your child's pose. Breathing here, resting your forehead on the mat, slowing down your heart rate and your breath. Feeling your belly rise and fall. Just allowing yourself to settle down. And then walking your hands towards you, bringing your knees together if they were apart, coming to place your hands on your thighs and closing down your eyes, and just returning to yourself in this moment. And just noticing how you feel, if anything has shifted within your energy, if anything has come to light that you've been holding on to, and just allowing yourself to be, just to be in this moment. And then when you feel ready to, either staying on your knees or coming to sit on your bum with your legs crossed. Bring your hands together at your heart center in Anjali Mudra. Just reminding yourself that you are beautiful, that you are worthy, that you are enough. So keep shining and keep believing in yourself. Then rubbing your palms together to create some energy and some heat. And then bringing your palms over your eyes and blinking your eyes open to receive that energy back in. Bring your palms together at your forehead and just thanking yourself for this practice and for showing up today. Taking a deep breath through your nose and a long sigh out of your mouth. Namaste. Thank you for joining me in today's class. I hope you feel rooted and I hope you feel risen and have a wonderful day. So thank you so much and I'll see you for the next flow. Namaste.